Rice Stadium, home field of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense comes on the field first today. And now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job here to be able to get it.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line, and it'll be first down. To throw, it's Raiola. The receiver grabs it. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Play fake, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Running back with the football. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's an out route, the catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. QB to the tight end for a completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
To throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First and goal, handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Ives. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Bringing pressure. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So South Carolina's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game here. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency. And I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program. And hopefully they play well today.
The game makes it 2nd and medium.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Pump over the middle. It's Welch. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Looking for a receiver. Grab near the sticks. It's Clark. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bring the pressure and down he goes.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Grab down the middle. It's Mills. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Huskers. That kind of execution in the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Handoff in a single back formation. He's brought down, but not before the game to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action.
Blitz and a quick sack.
Because this is what I love about the legacy of the Nebraska linebacker is the ability to get after the quarterback like this. I mean, think about some of the guys that you and I have had a chance to watch wear that uniform. Back in the old days, it was that half jersey, right? Guys like Trev Alberts and Broderick Thomas and Terrell Farley in the mid-90s on that national championship team. And Levante David, who's a great pro, but got it all started right there in Lincoln.
That's reeled in. It's Clark. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. He made the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. Let's see what he can do after the catch.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. The Gamecocks are in the red zone. In the red area, it's Powell. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Calls quarterback sneak. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in the last possession. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Catch made over the middle. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught, he's wide open, look out. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not... too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster or the offensive line.
That one's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Huskers will kick this away. The second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. It's a quick ground. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Ives. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quick catch over the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. It is picked off over there. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Clark. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Gamecocks are going to cash in here in the red zone. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him? Well, they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Out of the gun now on third down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
On the ground, it's Ives. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time. Well, Nebraska has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? The Cornhuskers will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Off the play fake on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. That's a solid gain. Lose the ball in the enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's caught. It's Welch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on third and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, fourth and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
In the red area, it's Welch. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Using his legs. It's Welch. The Gamecocks moving quickly down the field here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Sumner with a strong tackle there.
But anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They have taken the lead with time running down.
And with a game on the line, they go back to that offensive line and the running back, and it pays off. They take the lead here late in the game, Chris. Now they're up 2. Do you go with conventional wisdom and just kick the extra point? Or maybe you go for 2 to make your opponent have to drive the length of the field for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired factor here late in the game. He'll just take a knee, and they'll start the drive at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? They'll ride the back again here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? He's running out of time here. Makes the catch. It's Ives. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He makes the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? The pass rush closing in. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
That's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You know, you practice this and you practice this, but honestly, Chris, it's more about luck than anything. That ball is deflected. Give the receivers a lot of credit because even if the ball is not to you, chances are the ball is going to go up in the air. Great awareness, and get the big touchdown.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense can hang on for a few more seconds. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you know, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit.